Let us look at proposition number 4 of book 7 of Euclid's Elements. The proposition says any number is either a part of or parts of any number, the less of the greater. So basically what this means is BC is a part of A. Now here there are many cases. Let's take it one by. So we are given two numbers A and BC with BC less than A. Let's take the first case. A and B are relatively prime. For example, let's take A as 7 and BC as 3. So 7 and 3 are relatively prime. Now to prove that BC is part of A, let's divide BC into units. Let's divide this into units. So we have BE, EF and FC. Each of them is a unit. Each of them is equal to 1. BE, EF, FC are some part of A because we know any number is composed of units. So A is also composed of units. Each of these is a part of some part of A. So that means in totality BC is part of A. Pretty straightforward. Now let's take the other case when they are not relatively prime. So let's do this. So I'm reducing A to 6. And let's remove this E and F. Now again, if it is not relatively prime, then again we have two cases. One is if BC measures A, then BC is part of A. Remember, this was 3, this was 7, we reduced it to 6. So that means BC measures A. So if it measures A, that means BC is part of A. The next situation is if the two numbers are not relatively prime and BC does not measure A. In such a case, if BC does not measure A, we find the GCM D of A and BC. So let's mark D, which is the GCM of A and BC, and let's divide this BC into using D. So E and F. So D measures A because D is the GCM of A and B. That means D measures both A and BC. So D measures A, so is part of A. And we know BE equal to EF equal to FC equal to D. Each of these numbers are equal to D. That means BE, EF, FC are some parts of A. So we can say in totality BC is part of A. That is proposition number 4 of book 7 of Euclid's Elements. Again, let me remind you, there is a link to a PDF book which describes all these propositions in detail. Please feel free to download it, refer to it, and if you think somebody else can also benefit from it, please do share. That's it for now.